Okay, so hello everyone who joined to today's X Spaces with CryptoUnity and our partners Kima Network. For starters, I'm gonna ask my co-speakers to present themselves, and then we will go to presenting each project and company.
So I can get started.
Yes, please.
Okay, so hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Eitan, co-founder and CEO of Kima. A little bit about myself. So my background is mostly in technology. I was trained to be a software engineer, a computer scientist, very long time ago. Started my career over 3 decades ago, so I've been around for a while. Filled a variety of roles in the tech space, mostly B2B enterprise software, tech, deep tech products. I did roles of product management, marketing, services, sales, and even innovation management in large companies, small companies. My journey in the crypto space started back in 2013, so it's over a decade ago, when I first read the Nakamoto white paper, which really changed the way I thought of things, the combination of technology, finance, and social impact really blew my mind. And since then, I was involved in multiple crypto projects. In 2013-14, along with two friends, we created the first MPC-based Bitcoin wallet. After that, I was involved in some arbitrage trading projects in the crypto space, and working on Kima for the past 2.5 years. And I guess we'll talk more about what Kima is all about. But at the very high level, Kima is a unique patent-pending interoperability protocol that is unique in the sense that it is more secure. It has a different security architecture, and it is the only blockchain solution that directly integrates also not only across chain but also with traditional systems such as bank accounts and fiat.
Okay, great. Thank you for that introduction. Now we will turn to my colleague Gašper to present himself, and then we will move on to our project.
Thanks, Tina. Hello, everyone. My name is Gašper Oslakovič, and I am the marketing lead at CryptoUnity. Where should I start? My journey in the financial space started back in 2016, I think, with the trading forex and investments in stocks. So the next year, in 2017, I began investing in crypto, recognizing its potential for profitable trading and investment. Beyond the financial aspects, the underlying technology of cryptography fascinated me, prompting me to delve deeper in the crypto space, of course. So I joined the CryptoUnity team nearly 2 years ago, initially as a community supporter. I was drawn to the great potential I saw in the CryptoUnity and wanted to be a part of this innovative project. So I become a part of this. CryptoUnity is not just a crypto exchange. It's, how can I say, an ecosystem built around making cryptocurrencies accessible and understandable for everyone, especially for beginners. So our platform stands out because of its focus on education and user-friendly guided journey, and features like the NFC cold wallet, which simplifies security crypto storage, of course. Our goal is to democratize in crypto experience, ensuring that even those with minimal technical knowledge can practically safely navigate the space. But let me spend a few minutes here. Why beginners and why educational exchange? Simply put this way, we will be witnessing massive adoption in upcoming years. Approximately 500 million new crypto users based on Statista. And those people will be regular folks like my mom and dad who actually don't have an investment background but wish to increase their net worth as, hardworking individuals setting aside their hard-earned money. So beginners don't need an exhaustive educational section just written on the website as the most exchanges have. They need a guidance and education at the right time and the place because these newcomers needs results now. Actually, they really need results now. It's kind of strange, but it's true. So we provide them exactly what they currently need. Our app is basically developed to offer short tips for each part of the platform alongside educational material, of course. What does this mean? It means they have a question mark button, and when pressing it, the whole app transforms into the educational mode, which is fascinating. For example, a beginner goes on vacation in another country with his family, let's say, and he checks the market in our app and sees, the crypto prices are declining with all charts shown in red. Naturally, he gets worried, about losing funds, and the emotion kicks in. When he clicks on the question mark and then on the markets, he gets a short tip like, hey trader, don't worry. What you're seeing is normally crypto. Volatility has increased, so don't react with your emotions, right? Check your strategy, stay focused, check the news, and evaluate whether it's proper to sell or maybe, buy more. So then a button guides him to the educational section where he can learn more and take quizzes to test his knowledge. With this simple tip, we helped him regain the emotional stability needed for trading and providing the information he needed exactly when he needed it. This approach will build traders' confidence, to react appropriately. So this is just an example of our educational approach. Of course, there will be seminars, webinars, etc. to bring even more value to the participants. So in a short period, we will add features such as baskets. This is an amazing feature that will help beginners have a diversified portfolio at the start of their crypto journey. They won't need to be paralyzed by the flood of all those cryptos on the market and wonder which one to buy. So to jump to the second most important point for investors, security, I think we all align with this. In the coming months, we will integrate a cold wallet feature in the app using an NFC card for storing private keys and 3-factor authentication for transactions. Why an NFC card and not something like a ledger, let's say? Simply because you carry your card, like your bank card, in your wallet, right? Allowing you to manage your assets even on vacation, unlike ledger, which most people don't carry with them, right? These are two most important aspects beginners need, so education and security. That's why CryptoUnity slogan is start simple, stay secure. Tina, back to you.
Okay, thank you both. So Gašper already presented CryptoUnity quite thoroughly. Back to Eitan. I would ask you about Kima now. So how would you present Kima to someone who is a crypto beginner so they would understand what is that you are doing?
Yeah, sure. So that's a great question because sometimes we tend to in the crypto community we tend to be very technical and obscure, and I think that it's always good to get back to basic and clarity, both when we talk to beginners but also when we talk amongst ourselves. So I will explain what Kima is all about in pretty simple terms. I think the best way to explain it is by using some historic metaphors that everyone knows. So if we go back to, even before the days of the internet, when we had a war between operating systems. So today we know that we have laptops that are running Microsoft Windows, and we have Macs, we have some Unix machines. But back in the day, if you wanted to transfer a file between a Mac and a PC, for instance, that was impossible. Those who were not trying to do this, whether they were too young or didn't even were born. So we had to carry a disk or a diskette or a floppy disk to exchange files and transform them from one format to the other. There was zero compatibility, even in digital files, between different operating systems. And then we started connecting machines into networks. Even before the days of the internet, we had local networks. And then the problem became, okay, so we have multiple machines connected to the same network. They need to communicate. So that's when we started to develop some protocols. So if I go back to the file example, we used to have something called FTP, which stands for File Transfer Protocol. And that is a protocol that if you wrote a piece of software that needed to transfer files, if you used FTP, it was guaranteed that you will be able to receive and read the file. So that's the strength of protocols, but that's also the situation where we have innovation in islands, and every island builds an innovative solution, but those solutions are not compatible. And we have numerous of examples in the technological history, like video cassettes, VCR, and the beta cassettes, so they were not compatible, and so on and so forth. But the strength of protocols is that if you manage to adopt a protocol, you become a part of a bigger network. Now, going back, fast forward to our world today, the world of blockchain, we developed blockchains. We have hundreds of layer ones and layer twos, and they keep coming. And by design, a blockchain cannot communicate with another blockchain. That is by design, because of security reasons, because every blockchain relies on its own security, and it doesn't rely on other securities because they don't know each other. That we don't know who are the validators that validate or mine the coins or validate transactions. So we see silos of innovation, and an Ethereum application cannot directly communicate with a Solana application. And a Solana application cannot directly communicate with my database on my machine. Why? Because those are completely different ecosystems. So if we're talking about adoption, we talked about it earlier, if we want to create a reality where we see massive adoption, even from a user experience perspective, we cannot continue thinking of these silos as isolated silos. We must think of them as networks that can get connected. And the Kima is exactly that. Kima is a very thin layer of integration for applications, not for blockchains, for applications. And an application that uses Kima does not need to know how to move messages or funds between blockchains. If it uses Kima, it is guaranteed that the message or the value will be transferred from one ecosystem to the other. And one of the problems of interoperability solutions was security. Billions of dollars, and I'm not exaggerating here, in the past 2 years, I think over $3 billion were stolen, were hacked through bridges. Those are solutions that tried to solve the interoperability solution, the interoperability problem, with solutions that relied on smart contract and other practices such as wrapping and creating synthetic tokens. And so in Kima, we looked at the situation, we looked at the reality, and we said, okay, what's the problem of current interoperability solutions? The problem is 1, security, 2, bad user experience, and 3, they are limited to cross-chain solutions, and they do not connect blockchains to the traditional systems such as the banking system. And we came up with a patent-pending solution to solve these problems. 1, to solve the security challenges by removing the attack vectors. So we're not using smart contracts, for instance. 2, to enable a streamlined user experience, completely abstracting the challenges of the silos. And 3, enabling connection to fiat bank accounts and Web2 APIs in a seamless manner.
Okay, thank you very much. If I can wrap it up, basically how I understand it is that we're using English to communicate even if our mother languages are different. You're creating basically an English language for all the apps on different blockchains so they can communicate with each other, which is pretty cool. Now I would move on. So as we speak about mass adoption, we can't go past beginners, because with mass adoption, we're gaining the community of those everyday people that don't have that technical knowledge, as you both mentioned. So I would ask both of you, what are maybe 2 or 3 the most common mistakes you notice beginners making on your field, and what would be your advice, or how would you address those common mistakes? Maybe Gašper, if you want.
Thank you, Tina. Actually, the question is pretty good. And I can say that many beginners in crypto fall into the similar traps. They might invest without understanding the volatile nature of crypto markets, or get misled by, complex interface or technical jargons or so on. So at CryptoUnity, we tackle these issues head on by providing a streamlined user experience that guides newcomers through every step. Our platform includes education, like I already said, our platform includes educational pop-ups and simple explanations for critical concepts like KYC procedures and market dynamics, etc. So this ensures that our users are well informed and feel at home, making their crypto journey both educational and secure, right? So often beginners are tempted by the prospect of making quick money from one day to the next. While crypto can indeed offer opportunities for rapid gains, but it is crucial to approach this mindset with caution. So this kind of thinking can lead you to losses much faster than it can lead you to wins, right? So therefore, we suggest that everyone starts with proper education and then gradually apply this knowledge into the practice. At CryptoUnity, we provide the resources and support to help users build a solid foundation before diving into the fast-paced world of cryptocurrency trading. But people who want to increase their net worth through trading crypto need to first ask themselves, hey, why do I need this? And guess what? The answer will be your goal, right? So yeah, then as our parents and teachers taught us, take a pen, take a paper, and write down your first answer to the question. Create a journey plan. This will help you evaluate your positive and the negative actions and analyze them. This is very important. It's very important. So the next, choose one educational platform. Don't jump from one to another and please leave those YouTube gurus behind because they often don't know what they are talking about, and they're making money by providing you with the information. That's all. So when you come to this, then create a back-tested strategy. It can take you some time, of course, and keep growing your knowledge. This will feed your mindset and help you become a confident investor. So those are my 2 cents, Tina. Mike's yours.
Okay, so one of advices we like to give to beginners is definitely diversification, and with that, I think Eitan can take the mic and share his 5 cents on the topic.
Yes, thank you. So I completely agree, but and I want to add a couple more things. One is, and I think this is the theme here: be as knowledgeable as you can. That means that the more knowledgeable you are, the less you need to rely and trust other people's, because there are many people with different interests than yours. So the only way to know what to listen for and what not is by gaining knowledge and experience, and that applies to trading, but that applies also to practices and uses of projects and products. Even understanding how a wallet works is important. If you're using a wallet, that is still the case. I think this part will go away, just as we do not necessarily need to understand how the internet works and what TCP/IP is all about. We just use the browser and surf and consume information. But in crypto, we're getting there. But still, if you're the owner of your funds in a wallet, you need to understand what does it mean, what is a private key, and how to protect it. So this is, I think, something that is still needed. And for your own protection, this is something that is advisable. So security awareness is extremely important. The other thing I would suggest is to create some sense of ability to analyze, to create your own way of thinking, your own independent way of thinking of projects, of products. The fact that everyone is buying some kind of a token doesn't really mean that you have to do the same. It may fit someone's risk profile, and it may not fit yours. So there's always this trade-off between potential gains and risk, and everyone must remember it. So again, gaining knowledge, creating this ability to build your own thesis, to understand your own risk profile and act accordingly, I think is important if you plan to be part of this ecosystem, if you plan to be part of those projects, both from an investment perspective, but also to be part of a community. It's worthwhile to have your own way of thinking.
Thank you both. Now, maybe I would like to look at it from your a bit more personal perspective. I would like to ask you guys, how did you guys form your own skills when navigating crypto space? So when you're trading or buying crypto or selling it, on that hand, what are like maybe your golden rules, or what are your narratives that you like to stick to, and how did you came to those? Gašper?
Well, for me, education is the most important, of course, because this will give you the right information you need at the right time. So to navigate the crypto landscape safely, actually, it's crucial to understand both the technical and the security aspect deeply, right? So I've developed my expertise by continuously learning about new developments and participating in various crypto communities and projects. So to avoid pitfalls, it's vital to use secure and reputable platforms. I don't know, like maybe CryptoUnity, which employs quite good security measures and keep users' funds segregated. So additionally, always be cautious with your private keys and avoid sharing sensitive information. That's basically crypto, and it's important. So safety should be the first priority to everyone to kick off your crypto journey with positive results. So by prioritizing security and education, you can confidently explore the exciting opportunities that the crypto world offers, while minimizing the risk, right? So at CryptoUnity, let's say we are committed to ensure that our users have a safe, informed, and successful experience. But how can you actually safely navigate from the start? So, well, the first piece of information is crypto is safe, no doubt. And if you lose your funds, it's actually your responsibility. So to start off, write down your recovery phrase and private keys of the wallet. Make sure you know how to navigate or operate with your wallet. It's very important because, and don't share, of course, those private key and recovery phrases, no matter who is asking to you, because they are yours, right? So what we like to say at CryptoUnity is your keys, your coins, right? So be responsible, be responsible and navigate in the crypto space with the confidence. By educate yourself from the start with the safety, because it's one of the most important things that you can learn in the crypto space. So that's all I think for this moment. Tina, back to you.
Okay, Eitan, have anything to add? I'm sure.
Yeah, so obviously you cannot speak enough about security and protecting your keys. That's definitely, and as I said earlier, this really what got me. That was my first project in the space, because I saw when I started buying some bits and pieces of Bitcoin just to just to understand what's the experience. Not even back then, it wasn't even an investment decision. It was just experimenting with fractions of Bitcoin. But early on, one of the things that I saw was that how insecure were the wallets back then, 10, 11 years ago. Awareness of the fact that you're holding keys and those keys can be taken away, or if they're lost, you lost your assets. This is a leap that everyone needs to make when they enter the space, because that is a fundamental difference from the traditional banking system. Going back to my experience, this is what got me into the space, trying to tackle some of the security challenges. Fortunately, today we have very good solutions, and this is something that should be leveraged, should be used on a daily basis as a practice. And the other thing that I think also everyone should be aware of is to try and choose their mentors, their online mentors. Again, this came up earlier, but don't believe, don't blindly listen to everything that you hear online. Don't just follow blindly someone else. That create your own set of rules, your own thesis, your own understanding, and follow the ones that that fit your thesis, your style of investment, your style of trading, or just the style of your philosophy, I would say. So just find your own place in this ecosystem that fits your thesis, your risk profile, your character, and that's very important.
Thank you both. I would just like to add, you both talked about education and using safe solutions for whatever you do in the crypto landscape. I would also want to say that be very, very doubtful, doubt everyone and everything, and be cautious, because when we talk about safety and how to stay safe and how to keep your funds safe, we can't go past scammers, and those are very smart. So always doubt everything, always triple check everything you do. And that is my 2 cents to the question of how to navigate the landscape safe. Um, Before we wrap up this very interesting X Spaces, I believe, I would like to talk about the future. I would like to ask both of you for, let's say, the next 5 years. How do you see crypto world and crypto ecosystems moving in sense of the mass adoption we discussed and merging different communities, different blockchains? How do you see the next 5 years going for crypto? Gašper.
Yeah, thank you, Tina. It's a good question, and I think that the lot of people are asking this because they don't know if it's good time to jump on the crypto train. But I can say it is. We are at the beginning of this mass adoption, and if we are looking ahead, I anticipate significant growth in the crypto industry, with mass adoption, of course, becoming more tangible over the next few years. As the global understanding of and trust of cryptocurrencies increase, I envision that platforms maybe like CryptoUnity or maybe another platforms will play a crucial role because of education and the safety. We expect to onboard millions of new users, of course, especially non-tech savvy individuals, by making crypto accessible and easy to use. So the adoption process will likely accelerate as more people recognize crypto's benefits in everyday transactions and maybe investment opportunities. Mass adoption actually can be seen now already with all those institutions and banks jumping on the crypto train. And I think that we are slowly seeing new elections and the crypto adoption, let's say in America right now with the Donald Trump, and the crypto adoption can give some good points to win the election, right? So they want to adopt the crypto just for the sake of winning the election. So yes, mass adoption is here. I believe the crypto is just starting to take off, and people are not late, like I said in the beginning, to join this party, especially considering the bright future of crypto in the next few years. So start with education, guys, then put this knowledge into practice and begin making your future bright. So the potential for growth and innovation in the crypto space is immense. And with the right approach, you can be part of this exciting journey. So yes, mass adoption is here, and I believe we are on the right time at the right place. So don't be scared, educate yourself, take security in the maximum measurements, and start your crypto journey. The train is here. So Tina, I think my 2 cents were dropped, so back to you.
Yeah, I think Eitan can continue where you left off.
Yeah, definitely some good points here about the US elections. But if we try to look even further in the next few years, 2, 3, 5 years, I think that some of the trends that we see today will continue and even accelerate. I think that with the adoption of cryptocurrencies by financial institutions, part of it is the ETFs that we see approved for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I think others will be approved later on. That provides it shows that to everyone that these assets are valid or are not a scam, as they used to call it until just recently. So that's a major change in the general sentiment. So with that, we'll see some kind of increased rate of adoption. And that is the other narrative that we have to look into, and that is also the clarity in the regulation. So we will see more and more clarity. We're starting to see it in Europe today with the MiCA regulations. We'll see more clarity in the US. If Donald Trump is elected and if he keeps his word, then we'll see adoption also in the US and clarity, which is not the case today. It's only becoming more and more complex and difficult, but that might change. But we also see other places in the world where adoption is increasing, and that is my next point. Adoption comes from specific use cases. What are the use cases where we see adoption today, other than just the ETFs? So one is payments. We see people in Latin America and Africa, in places like Turkey, where people are holding crypto assets as a store of value, which is amazing. Now people have an alternative to the governmental currency. That is something that didn't exist 15 years ago. So that's an amazing change, and adoption comes from payment use cases and store of value. We will see more and more tokenization projects. We see BlackRock and other monstrous hedge funds getting into this space due to the efficiency. We see major banks tokenizing funds and real-world assets, and that is an amazing opportunity because the numbers are really immense. We're talking about trillions and trillions of dollars. These asset classes are major asset classes in the financial system. It's not crypto, it's now real-world assets like real estate, tangible assets, financial funds, and so on. So I think that in the coming years, we'll see more of those. And basically, the bottom line is that we'll stop looking at as crypto. It will be just the merging, the convergence of the digital asset space, the crypto space, with the financial system, and people will use tokenized assets without even knowing that they're doing it. The convergence will take place in the coming years, and that will be the big win for for crypto and digital assets, because it will be now transparent that people are holding those assets.
Yeah, thank you both. I agree with you, Gašper. It is definitely not too late, and as Eitan said, it is exciting times that we're in for crypto and the development and the mass adoption. I feel like almost every day we're reading another breaking news that something happened for crypto. And the times are evolving fast. As Eitan mentioned before, the floppy disks. I remember my friend just told me that his son found a floppy disk and he asked him if he 3D printed the save icon. So generations are switching so fast and we're progressing so fast, and it's so exciting to be in this time, to be here and to watch it evolve. And I think we could discuss the potential of crypto for an entire day, and if we had the potential of blockchain for the future, we could be discussing it for weeks. But for now, I think we can wrap it up here. I would like to thank both of my co-speakers for joining me, and would give you the opportunity for any quick final thoughts. So Gašper, Eitan, if you want any final thoughts, now is the time.
Well, I think I don't have any final thoughts other than thank you, Tina and Eitan, for your time. It was a great AMA session. I wish both of you a successful future, and I think that's all. Take care, and I like to say, see ya at the top.
Yeah, and thank you for that, and thank you and everyone that listened. I think the bottom line is clear for the people that are joining this ecosystem. Do this with care, educate yourself, choose solutions that you feel comfortable with, but do not trade off your security. Yeah, other than that, thank you everyone for listening today.
Okay, so from my side also, thanks to everyone who chimed in and listened to the debate. I'm sure we will have another one soon. Until then, have an amazing, successful day, and it's the beginning of a new week. So, as Gašper said, see you at the top. Goodbye.
Bye bye, and thank you, everyone.